I know it's only been 2 weeks since I last shot Frost, but I I just couldn't help myself. I was once again headed east to see if I could find some winter antelope. But then I saw this. So I figured I'd just linger a little bit and see what I could shoot. Even though the frost was in the same place as the last time, it looked different. It was thicker, heavier. And instead of dainty, feathery crystals, it formed these long needles. These long crystals were growing kind of in the direction that the overnight fog had drifted. Here it was sunny, but just down the road, I ran into the fog again, and the crystals were still growing. The steel wheels on this irrigation system were covered with them. And I could read Range Road 234 on this sign, but what the township coordinate is, no idea. I kept going east through Chancellor and further on, but the fog just kept getting thicker. These partridge were maybe 50 meters away and just about to disappear into the mist. And the old playground equipment at the Makepeace School, it was even closer. But beyond that, the rest of the little town was just gone in the fog. If I got closer to bigger things, like barns with magpies poking around them, I could see that fairly clearly. And the frost that the fog left behind really stood out against that red paint. But anything small and delicate, well, most of the detail was lost in the fog. And the fog never quit. By now, I was on the edge of antelope country. But it was pretty plain that even if there had been antelope around, I wouldn't have seen them. I mean, these leafcutter bee houses, they're hard enough to find and they're bright colors. So I just kept on shooting frost and fog. Out on the open prairie, I did find these horses, but I was already turned around and headed back home by then. But the further west I went, the thinner the fog became. The sun was starting to show through. And up on the Chimney Hills, I found this. So yes, I feel like I've got to apologize for bringing you all these frost pictures again so soon. But I hope that after you've seen this, you'll forgive me.